Hi guys, it's Kara again, and I just wanted to do another short video this morning. I was your coach yesterday, I'm not today. Jana Dyer is actually going to coach you today, later, but I did want to do a video on something that I think is very, very important and kind of tell you why, and it kind of centers around the whole purpose of this group, and it is the term coachability or being coachable. I think that that is so very, very, very important. Let me kind of explain to you what I think coachability means or being coachable. When I got started, my sponsor is Casey Frost, who you met a couple days ago, who's your coach, who talked about the comp plan. And she was fairly new. I think she was about 8 months in when I started. And if I remember right, about a gold manager, so about 10,000 points. She was learning to build a team, had done some MLMs in the past, but probably not, you know, as a to go big, if you will. And Casey can correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, probably more for fun money. And so we both were really new at building a business. And through the course of my journey, especially in the first couple years, I had a lot of things going on. I won't lie, you know, I had a lot of things going on, but we also were kind of learning together a little bit. And because of it, we figured out what works well and what can get people more success. And we also had a lot of failures. You know, I've tried a lot of things. I've tried a lot of different approaches. Some worked, some didn't. And so what I found then, when I was building my team, and when I have leaders underneath me building their teams, is one of the things that I can contribute is that I can teach people what works and what doesn't, so they don't have the same slower growth that I had, and they can maybe skip some of the mistakes that I made. And I think that's huge, because that's one of the things that I feel like some of us that have been around, I mean, I'm 5 years in, I think Casey's 6 years in, Jana's 7 years in. I think that's one of the things that we can contribute to you all who are new, or you all who've been around for a while but maybe haven't grown. Open your ears, open your eyes, and open your mind, and be coachable, because what we want to do is we want to teach you how to avoid the pitfalls that we faced. We want to teach you what is going to work the best so you see the most success. And I'll tell you, some of the people that have been very, very coachable in my journey, in my downline since then, have been some of the fastest rising people to the very top. I'm going to give you an example of Crystal Nichols. She's a platinum executive. She has passed me. I actually have 3 people on my team that have passed me. Robin, Crystal, actually 4, Ursula, and Melissa have all passed me, and I'm so blessed that they have. And I'm going to tell you about all of them. They're all very, very coachable. Yes, they have tried new things, but they have always come to their leaders with open eyes and open ears and open minds, because they wanted to be successful. And I'm going back to Crystal. When she started, she didn't have a big weight loss story. And so she couldn't bank on her becoming successful using being a huge product to the product. Yes, she was a product to the product. She did an 8-day, etc. But she had to learn how to really build a business, not depending on that, not relying on that. And I think that's what a lot of us do. And honestly, at the very beginning, I was really getting a lot of business because of my product story, but I had to learn to build a business beyond that. And I think that if you guys are just trying to bank your business on being a product to the product, you also, that's going to be a pitfall. You know, you have to do more than that. And Crystal was so coachable. I mean, completely coachable. She was on the phone with Robin and I all day for several months. She was on so many 3-way calls and strategy calls with us. It was insanity, really. I mean, she kept us on the phone all day long with people. And why? It was because she was being coachable. As she was getting people on the phone with us, her ears were open. Her mind was open, and she was learning. She was learning how we closed. She was learning how we answered questions and objections. She was learning more about the products. On those strategy calls, her mind was open, her ears were open, and she was learning why it was important to have parties, why it was important to do all of these different things. And as a result, she grew to executive in 6 months. We've since in the company had people grow to that even faster. But at that point, I think she was about the fastest person and did it before she was 30, or right about when she was 30. And so it was all because of coachability. And now I know that's one of the things that I've seen with other people like Ursula. Ursula's been super coachable. So has Melissa. So has, Robin was super, super coachable in the beginning. She definitely has paved her own way in many, many areas. But when she decided to go with the business, man, she was on the phone with me all the time. And we were locking arms and locking elbows because she wanted success. And here's the thing. If you go at this on your own, you are limiting yourself. I'm telling you that right now, you're limiting yourself. More people can accomplish great things together than one person alone. That doesn't mean you need a successful upline, and that doesn't mean that you need to say, oh, my upline doesn't help me, and so I'm stifled and I can't be a success. Anyone can be a success regardless of your upline. But I know that y'all are in this group that you have an amazing upline. I mean, the proof is that we're all here and we're all trying to coach you. So learn from us, because that is what we want you to do. We want you to avoid the things that held us up. We want you to take advantage of the things that brought us success so you can have even bigger success than we have, so you can have even quicker success than we have. And so learn to be coachable. Coaching isn't just for little kids in sports. It's not just for grade school kids and high school kids in school. Being coachable is being a lifelong learner. Being coachable is learning from people who've been there. Being coachable is opening your eyes and your ears so you can find other ways and be flexible and always growing yourself. That's being coachable. And remember, more people can accomplish things together than you can all by yourself. We are here to help you, and that's what we want to do. And so with that, take care. Love that Jane is going to coach you today. She has amazing knowledge. She's one of our $1 million earners and has been with the company since almost the very, very beginning. And so she's seen the company go through a lot of things, and she, just like I was talking about, probably went through some growing pains as well, where she probably had some missteps, and then she's also had some great successes. And so she can teach you, and you can be coached by Jana, because she has a lot of knowledge and a lot of expertise that comes from the field, from learning, from doing, and that can only assist you guys. Have a great Saturday. Go out and kill it. Bye.